Hello everyone, this is Rexer of the YouTube and sometimes Twitch channel NotQuiteThereGaming, bringing you an interesting new series, maybe, possibly, hopefully, I don't know. This is Endless Legend. I believe it is the newest installment in the Endless Universe, which is kind of a setting that is crafted by one particular gaming studio. I am sorry, but I don't know the name of that gaming studio offhand right now. If only there were a credits section in the options menu. Nope. Regardless, the Endless Legend, Endless Space, and Dungeons of the Endless games are all crafted by the same games studio. I don't know if their name is Games Together, that might just be their service. So, I'm really interested in Endless Legend because it is a fantasy turn-based strategy, because the factions have a lot of personality, and apparently the combat is resolved not so much like a Civ game, which this bears a lot of resemblance to, but it is resolved kind of like Heroes of Might and Magic 3, sort of, a little bit. This game seems very interesting. So far I've only done the tutorial. Okay, now I'm rambling way too much. The general idea was, I got into a discussion with one of my most faithful Heroes of Might and Magic 3 playthrough viewers, Wow Gab, which is Romanian. Salut! Ce mai faci? And we talked about what other games I could be playing on the channel, and he seemed to be very interested in strategy games. So I was interested in Endless Legend, and I got Endless Legend in the winter sale, and now I'm gonna be trying it. A couple of things before we get started. The only bit of Endless Legend I've played so far is the tutorial. I've played a lot of Civilization, I've played a lot of Heroes of Might and Magic 3. I don't know how much that experience will carry over. I'm probably going to screw up a lot, so please bear with me. However, as with the Heroes of Might and Magic 3 playthrough, this time I will be stating very clearly at the start, there will be no save scumming, or to be more explicit, I will not be saving at certain points in the playthrough in order to then load and manipulate chances, or go back on battles that were unfavorable, or so on. We're going to start a game. If I get killed, I will get killed. And as a little mention, I promise that I will not be doing any editing without mentioning why I have done the editing, likely interruptions or something, because otherwise I will not edit these videos. You will have to trust me on that, because some of you might not know, but until you've spent 10 straight hours editing your own audio or video for your own videos, you won't really be able to spot edits in other people's videos. And 70% of videos on YouTube that you might think are not edited are edited, and you figure out what you can listen for, that breath that doesn't finish, that mouse that jumps slightly, or the fact that the music in the background didn't loop correctly for half a second. You know, so I promise I won't be doing any editing or being a scumbag and trying to hide it. So no, okay, that's the basic rules. Talked about them way too long. What we want to do here is play games. We're gonna do new game, and we're gonna do first of all, I'm gonna be doing a lot of reading in this playthrough, so I hope you don't mind the sound of my voice. Let's tweak the settings a little bit. I think for a starting campaign it's okay to go with 2 empires, and a houseplant could beat it at chess. God, easy. If this was, oh my god, so every difficulty has flavor text. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have empires, we have 2. Does this have flavor text? Nope. So difficulty. Newbie, a houseplant could beat it at chess. Easy. If this was Henry IV, the French would have won at Agincourt. Agincourt. I don't know. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Normal. If the British had been like this, the US would still be a colony. Oh, snap. Okay, so the shit's getting real at normal. Hard. Every battle will feel like the bulge. I am not going to... No, I'm not touching that joke. Serious. So this is what it felt like to go up against Attila and Genghis Khan. Probably at the same time. Impossible. If this was Leonidas, he might have won at Thermopylae. And endless. You shall not pass. Okay, so I don't know if I want to compare myself to a houseplant, but I think we're going to go easy for our first time around. We have game speed normal. Game takes 300 turns maximum. Oh, so it has, for a fast-paced game, does it have a maximum turn limit, or is it just an estimate, I wonder? Slow-paced game, 450 turns, endless. Take your time to crush your opponent. We're going to go with normal speed. Custom factions, no. Advanced settings. What? Okay, I don't know what these are. Actually, I do. So, victory conditions. Score victory, elimination victory, expansion victory. We're gonna leave all those in until I figure things out. Timed battles, nope. Encounter sequence, normal. Speed, skill factor, normal. Also, you won't be listening to the music in this game, even though I think it's kind of good, because YouTube. Seriously, because YouTube. Now, advanced settings, world map summary, world size. Let's do tiny. World shape, Pangea. Oh wait, does this have flavor text? Map is roughly how much is huge? 80 times 120, and tiny is 32. It's not that huge of it. Well, it actually is because it's multiplicative. World shape, Pangea. Let's see. So we has a single landmass in a vast ocean. Many continents, few continents, 4 continents, no 2 continents, no ocean. An unending landmass. Large Pangea. Okay. Single landmass. Random, custom, okay. Continent shape, regular. The continents will be more rounded or curved in shape without internal seas or great changes of altitude. Disturbed, there will be internal seas, more random variations, and irregular continent shapes. Continents may be disproportionately sized or varying distance from each other. Chaotic, internal seas, highly deformed continent shapes, and a great deal of randomness in altitudes. Distances between continents as well as their sizes can vary greatly. Random and custom. Temperature, temperate. Arctic, harsh with little food industry and dust. Rich in science, primarily Arctic and tundra environments, little to no jungle, no desert. Tundra, cold with little dust and science, a bit more industry, Arctic and tundra environments with some islands, little to no jungle and deserts. So this seems like a set of modifiers for resources, basically. Temperate, a variable climate with many different environments. Arid, dry, slightly better in dust and worse in science. Jungle and desert environments with some grassland, little to no Arctic or tundra. Desert, hot with little food and science, rich in dust, primarily desert and jungle environment, little to no tundra, no Arctic. World difficulty. Empires begin as far as possible from each other. There are many resources and anomalies. Minor factions spawn less often and are less aggressive. Slow to attack cities. Normal. Some empires can begin closer to each other if that results in better starting point for the faction based on the terrain. There should still be a minimum of one region between players if the region size is as recommended for the number of players. Advanced settings. World shape, continent shape, topography, world difficulty. I like the amount of options, but I will not be really touching them. Oh, so we have a seed value even. That's nice, that's nice. So we have an AI empire. Faction will be random. I think we're going to go with... Do we have a golden color? We're going to go with orange. I can't change the color? Okay, there we go. And we're going to be fighting against... Let's fight against light blue, for example. Okay. Now, the single... Ooh, friends only multiplayer property. Interesting. Okay, so the single most important thing in this initial campaign is choosing our faction. Now, there is this drop-down list, and there is also clicking on that portrait in order to have a more detailed look at the factions themselves. We can even add factions, custom factions, but I will be using the factions currently available. Now, I really like the Ardent Mages because I have a strong bias towards magic and fantasy settings, but I'm not going to be starting with them because I hear that the Cultists are actually maybe interesting or maybe easier to get for a starting player. I don't know. This was recommended to me. So we have a lot of factions. We have 8 factions. We have the Wild Walkers, which are kind of druidic and have a weird rage mechanic, I think. We have the Broken Lords, which are ghosts in armor, and they rely on dust in order to sustain themselves. So, for example, one of those desert worlds that we were seeing earlier in the options, that might favor the Broken Lords a lot more than another faction. We have the Volters. I don't really know what their gimmick is. I haven't really gone over everything regarding these factions. I think they like to research, maybe? I don't know. The Necrophages are basically bug people, and they eat other races. Oh boy. They infect them with their plague, so I guess they do turn enemies into more necrophages, or they eat them. One or the other. Ardent Mages are kind of the dark side, and sorcerers, which is kind of cool. I will look into them eventually. The roving clans are merchants, and their cities move. And the Draken are kind of peaceful, and they have strong units. That's kind of what I got from here. They're also diplomatic, apparently, so they have strong units and they're diplomatic, so that's an interesting combo. But what we are going to be going with right now is these guys, the Cultists. So let's read about them. We have main victory type supremacy. This strange cult is led by 2 creations that are the remnants of the Endless. The Endless are... That is, I believe, why Endless Space and Endless Legend and Dungeons of the Endless are have that common word endless in them, because the Endless are supposed to be a race, a sort of creator race that is mentioned in all 3 games. It's I think it's mentioned more often in Endless Space, but I obviously haven't played this game yet, so we'll see. we have two creations: the queen imprisoned within her indestructible throne in the capital city, and the unspoken, a wandering and perhaps insane being of enormous power. Left alone on the planet for millennia, they have turned against their creators and sworn to destroy every trace of their existence. To do so, they recruit, train, and arm lesser beings from the tribes and vagrants that live scattered across the surface of Auriga. Regardless of where they are or to whom they have previously sworn allegiance, when a tribe turns to the cult, it does so until its death. Monolithic, fanatic, and ever-expanding, the cult of the eternal end will spare no effort, cost, or sacrifice to see that its will is done. So these guys are scary. Now it's weird because we have the settler right here. Colonization, blocked growth, unsellable, fast learner, and cavalry slayer. But it says in the descriptions that they basically can't use settlers, which is kind of weird. So we have the settler, the backbone of any migration or colonization effort. Settlers are the hardy few willing to strike out and found a new home. We have the preacher, trained to convert others to the cause of the eternal end. The preachers spread by force if necessary the teachings of the cultists. Fanatics are massive due to their many robotic parts and can use this weight to execute damaging cavalry charges. Interesting. Nameless Guard, tall and armed with excellent bows. The Nameless Guard are the eyes of the cult and the first to strike enemies. Those are a few units that we will have with this faction, and they have traits. We have High Seat of the Queen. Constructed around a single city that is their religious center, this faction creates no new cities and therefore cannot produce settlers. However, their city center can be built up to a higher level than any other faction, becoming an impressive and powerful metropolis from which all of Auriga could be ruled. No settler production, which is weird, but probably that relates to the starting settlers, I guess. And +1 district level cap on cities. On the city. Walls of faith. With the zeal of fanatics, all soldiers and civilians are prepared to throw their lives down defending their city. Effects +160 city fortification on main city. Interesting. Destructive analysis. Technology available to unlock. Forever disgusted by the random waste and ruin of the endless civil war, the cultists are careful to study and learn from the enemy cities that they deconstruct. +1 science stockpile per that little person right there is kind of a way to measure population in a city. It's a worker, basically. You get a worker every so or so amount of population in that city. So per basically that worker when a city is raised on empire. So yeah, I guess because they only have a high seat of the queen, I guess they probably they can only destroy cities that they capture, right? Fanatic. This is the unit that we were talking about earlier in the preacher. Language square, technology available and unlocked. Wait a minute. Available to unlock, and this one is available and unlocked. Language square, army action, parlay and bribe, with a public square dedicated to practicing and teaching the many languages of Auriga. Conversations with minor factions can now move beyond pointing and grunting. Unlocks the army action parlay on empire, unlocks the army action bribe on empire. Interesting. Conversion, knowledge of the rights of the cultists and the fanatic belief in the queen's purpose permits the conversion of pacified villages. Can convert pacified villages. Converted villages are lost for their original owner. Give all advantages of pacified villages to the new owner, no matter their location. Will exploit Will exploit FIDs. What's a FID? Okay, on their tile and the 6 tiles around for the main city of the new owner. Regularly spawn a new unit, not retrofittable for the new owner. Weapons of the enemy. Trait disgusted by the destruction of the endless civil war. Cultists insist that leaders of the cult insist that enemy cities, when taken, be turned into usable resources for the cult rather than simply burned to the ground. A captured city is immediately razed, +1 industry stockpile per head of workers when a city is razed. Interesting. We are Legion. Technology available to unlock. As the number of converted troops increases, the cultists learn much on how to integrate, train, and fanaticize other people. This experience serves them well. +40 XP when recruiting a converted unit to Empire. Nameless Guard, another unit. Cultist main quest. You bring these lesser beings up to a state of wisdom and power that they can barely comprehend. Such is the nature of your purpose. Seen through the eyes of one of these lesser followers, however, the path is anything but straight, and their grim determination is richly rewarded. When they survive, of course. Military science. Technology available and unlocked. City improvement military. As science and analytical methods develop, they are finally applied to warfare, making it more than just hitting the other guy harder using a bigger club. Stronghold architecture affects +60 city fortification on city, +0.5 EXP per turn on unit in garrison. Infantry cantina affects +1 slot on militia. Okay, so we got through that. Oh boy, like I'm sorry if you aren't into taking it slow, but this is the way I'm gonna play this thing. And if you don't like it, I'm just not going to record it, and I'm gonna play it this way anyway. But I hope you enjoy it. This looks like a tremendous undertaking. Like this is just the starting information for this faction. So it's not different units, different whatnots. It's different tech. So I'm getting a feeling that this might turn into StarCraft with 8 different factions, turn-based, plus civilization. So this is gonna get complicated really fast. Let's see. So we're gonna select the cultists. We're gonna do orange. Difficulty easy, game speed normal. Empires 2. World size tiny for 2. And that sounds normal. So let's see what happens. I like the loading screens. Like the text that scrolls up is interesting. I think they fit in a poem or two as well after they get through the technical stuff. Tip: exploiting the terrain can be critical to your success. Choose your city's position carefully, taking into account anomalies, nerves, rivers, lakes, etc. See? Behold my birth, the birth of Origa. At first from the void, can't read fast enough, damn it, fuck. Bounties and minerals and magics and a wealth of soil, so the void became the shape law. I can't read that fast. Darn. Okay, so I would like to know where to set up my one and only city, but I think we're either going to set up immediately where it spawns the settlers, or somewhere close to resources that look rare. One or the other. I don't really know much about this game yet. Okay.
The Endless broke us when they broke themselves. Now we are few, and many that remain are of little use. Yet our purpose still drives us. Even death cannot be allowed to stop us. We must find new converts, new servants, who will help us fulfill the great oaths we took so long ago. They will not only be our hands and our eyes, they will be the sword and the shield of our armies that will bring the eternal end. First upon Origa, and then across the universe.
You have encountered a new minor faction, Gauran. These large, slow-moving herbivores retain some vestiges of their less intelligent ancestors. Though they are often on 4 legs for eating and resting, they rise up on 2 for observation or using tools. Unit model, Minotaur, Cavalry. Interesting. Winter immunity, Cavalry Slayer 2. Plus 5% life for pacified Gauran village on units. Assimilated effects. Very nice. Show location. Okay, so one thing I also want to say about this game is it's really beautiful. I don't know how it will come through because I downscale from 1080 to 720. I hope it's okay, but that's about the only resolution I can record at. So there's that. So we have this Gauran village. Interesting. Ah, crap. My mouse is going through to the other monitor and I can't scroll with the mouse. We have temple ruins. The shape and size of this ruin indicate a religious or community purpose in better shape than some other cities. They certainly are worth investigating. Okay, so what do we have? First Hand of the Queen. Okay, so we have basically this is an army, so it's not... we have a settler, we have a preacher, and we have a preacher. Oh, we have a hero, we have Andom the Seer, the second. Can he really be the Seer, the second? Last Stand, Infantry Slayer, Block, Army Health Boost 2 and Influence Boost 2. Can I click him for more info? Yes, I can. So is it a he or a she or a what? I think it's a what. First Hand of the Queen. Originally a slave or employee in the cultist capital, there is little distinction between the two roles, much like in real life. The presence of the Queen slowly took over Andom's sensitive mind. Now consumed by visions of the end, Andom is often either in existential pain or a state of confusion. In fact, Andom sees not merely the end of the endless and of the Queen's great plan, but of the universe itself. Whether these visions are the result of mathematical forecasts, emanations of the Queen's mental distress, or simple madness, they are compelling and powerful enough to imbue Andom with enormous charisma. Interesting. And we have things that we can upgrade him with right here. We have... he is equipped with most whatever. So we have Infantry Slayer and we have Sweep Strike Back. Interesting. And we have improved movement and we have improved vision and sharp sense. Life. This guy looks pretty good. Let's see. Last Stand comes back to life if any unit of its army is alive at the end of a battle. Well, shit. In that case, I'm throwing this guy in first. So, yeah. Nice. Infantry Slayer. Plus 20% damage dealt to infantry units. Block plus 2 defense when attacked. Army health boost 2. Plus 30 life to the army. Plus 10% life to the army. That's great. Influence boost. If governor, plus 2 influence per hero's level on city. Plus 1% influence. Okay. Skill tree. Do we have points? Nope. This... Look. This thing is hella complicated. And I love it. Let's see. So there are some resources there. The cost. I don't know where to find those resources though. Let's see. So we have comprehensive list of all cities, research, quests, manage heroes, armies and units, display the status of diplomatic relations and Powerful diplomatic actions. Okay, so we have temple ruins. Click show, hide the Fidzi. Oh, so the Fids is how they call resources and stuff. Okay. So where would we want to settle ourselves? What do you think, Sean Connery? I think that there are way too many people watching me goof off. Let's see. So we have food. This tile looks interesting. I think I might want to settle close to that tile. But I want some other interesting tiles too. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1, 1, 1. This one is nice too, 1 and 1. I think I might just want to settle right where I am. I mean, I'm not an expert at... Yeah, let's just do it. So let's see, settler. Found a new city in this region. Found it right the fuck here. Excellent. Okay, so let's hide these Fidzi. I should really... Whoa, wait. So you still see the city output. I wish I could turn that off. To show hide a hexagonal grid of the world map. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Cultists unknown. Okay, so we have our army, right? Wait a minute. Which one was the army button? Armies and units. Preacher. Name. Okay. Aha. Okay, so that's it. I wanted to take a look at the city. Hi, so Archelaus is suggesting that I should look around a bit first. Well, I don't really have much to look around. Yeah, that's interesting. So we have a region called Wareda. That's nice. We have like these 2 temples I want to go to, and I want to talk to these minotaurs as soon as possible. But I really don't know how to judge best town placement, so I just plopped it down. Let's see what we could build here. Assigning workers to food sounds like a safe bet because we will get more workers, but let's see what difference is. Oh, too big. Back into food you go. So let's see. Founders Memorial. This one-time construction creates a memorial to your leadership and the founding of your empire. Commerce, patriotism, and politics will ensure it grows quickly. Resources on city. How much? 10 turns. Stronghold, basic architectural advances like moats, canalations, sally ports, etc. greatly improve city defenses. We don't need that yet, I say, and then I will get murdered. Infantry cantina, watering hole only for enlisted soldiers, not only cuts down on drunken brawls between uniform and city, but also promotes the exchange of battle tactics, weapon handling, and other information, making more experienced fighters. +1 slot on militia. Not bad. And we could build a preacher. So I think we're going to do Founders Memorial. I don't know if I want to keep the hero with the army or assign him to the town, so I'm just going to keep him with the army because he seems useful for that. It seems useful for that. Okay, so let's see. Can we make contact here? Parley. The tribe leader needs your help. A pack of hostile monsters has been raiding and threatening their villages, and they lack the military power to stop them. If you wipe out that threat, the tribe will be more than happy. Help your neighbors, find the monsters in unspoiled ruins. Show location. Ooh, that's kind of far. I mean, I can make it. Ooh, the map loops, interesting. Okay, and it's very narrow but long. Okay, let's see what this thing means. New quest, new faction. Okay, I want to go to this army, I mean ruin, with my army. Found some dust. Okay, and this other ruin. Then we're gonna go over to that quest. Seems reasonable so far. Research. Okay, so we have already research language square. Sewer system. Let's get the gist of it. Plus 20 approval, plus 1 star on approval. Happy. I don't know what the stars are. Influence. I don't know what that mechanic is about. Minus 1 upkeep. Search party. Improved search on ruins. Empire output per turn is 16 research points. That's pretty good. So I might, I could get this in 2 turns, but I don't know if it's something I really want that much. We have aqua pulvistics, dust dredger, plus 2 dust on terrain with river running, dust filtration, plus 3 on terrain with sea or lake during summer season. We have seed storage, plus 10 food on city during summer season, plus 15% on city. Minus 1. What season is it? How can I fucking tell? Whoops. Let's see. So, him. If anyone watching has any idea how I can tell the season, maybe it's here. The current season is summer. Okay. The current season is summer. It is the best season for life, movement, and visibility. Are you going to be plagued by a return of winter? You have only a vague knowledge of how many turns min-max will take. Well, I mean, I would appreciate the vague knowledge. There's no knowledge right there. Okay, so let's see. Back to research we go. Terrain. I mean, I could research this in 2 turns, but the seed storage would take more to build. How much? I make like 4 of those thingies per turn, 4 of those production cogs. I don't really favor those chances, but let's see. So public building dedicated to Empire Mint, plus 5 dust on city. No, I don't think so. Open pit mine. Dye extractor, emerald extractor, gold extractor, spice extractor, and wine extractor. Nice. Fanatic units. Speed. They are really fast. Attack. Oh, I should really look into... Oh, hello. Simguy, Steve, and Archelaus. Military science. Mercenary market. Mercenaries. I don't even know my own units, so why should I make... Why should I recruit units that I know even less about stuff? Thingies, words. Public library. Okay, I like this one. Plus 10 on city, plus 10% on city. That could be a good idea. +2 on terrain with science. I have a lot of terrain with science. Geomic labs, that's nice too. Mill foundry, improved quality of plus production. That could be good too. Tier 1 armors made of titanium or glass steel. I don't know what that is. Tier 1 weapons made of titanium or glass steel. And titanium extractor or glass steel extractor, I think. So we have +2 on terrain with science. I want to do something about science. We have science. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 terrains with science. So I would get more out of that initially than out of this, I think. So we are going to do this, though it's still gonna take me a while to build. Yeah, definitely. And then we want to do public library, and then I want to do, actually let's do mill foundry after, and then we're going to do public library. Okay. Let's see, so where's my army? There you are. No resources owned. I want to equip this stuff, but I don't know what I need to really... Oh, equipment costs 30 dust. If I put this in here as well, it's 45. Defense against ranged, improved vision, improved movement. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Let's... yes. The preacher has speed of 4. Ah, well, okay, that means I don't really benefit from the speed, so that's fine. Did the other thing give me improved vision? Okay, we're just gonna get this one and apply for extra vision. End turn. I think this is an adequate representation of what playing Endless Legend will be like for me. So that's how long we spent on the first turn. Only like, I don't know, 20 minutes. You didn't actually equip that gear, says Archilles. I don't know if that's because because of the stream delay. Let me see. So I do go back into it. I'm watching my own stream. Shh. Yep, okay. Yeah, I did cancel it the first time on purpose because I wanted to check if my preachers were fast enough to keep up with my hero if I were to upgrade his speed. And they aren't. They are all speed 4 right now. New quest added, Uncertain Beginnings. The conversion begins, but the task is formidable. Few of those we attract are worthy, and even those must be trained. It would be convenient if more survived the training, but the unspoken insist on rigor. We will follow one of these. Perhaps we can learn from it. Journal of a Disobedient. It came with machines and troops, and we saw that our weapons were nothing. Our tools, armor, fences, walls, useless. It was cold and terrifying. It preached and promised, as all the powerful ones do. But this was different. These cultists want to convert, invade the old places, and cover the world with their believers. But who is insane enough to dream of ruling a world? This cult. It told us about a vengeance of centuries and asked us to join their terrible purpose. I looked right and left to see my people groveling. Their weakness angered me. I did not bow or grovel. I fought back and refused. That thing, that metal monster, broke my weapon and broke my legs and threw me into a pit. And then it began speaking to me. Well, that's kind of scary. Summary. You have work to do to bring these savages into the purpose of the cult. While you train the recruits, you must continue To swell their ranks, go forth and convert more. Convert to minor faction villages into the cult. We get 15 die for it. Dismiss. Unleash potential. Can I like? I wanna. I wanna see the specifics of this unit, because we have the fanatic, but that's the preacher. How do I see the specifics of this unit? Right click doesn't work. Double clicking on it doesn't work either. Maybe I go into the town and no, because if I click it, that just makes it shit. There's one screen about adjusting things. Armies and units. Let's see, unit design. Let's just edit it for the sake of looking at it. So we have cultist support. I'm sorry to hear that, Sim Guy Steve. I'm running a quad-core processor myself, but it's like 7 years old. I just stuck in a GTX 970, which kinda runs not to its full potential, but it runs pretty good. So that's how I'm able to play this game myself. Whoa, that's a lot of candles. That's a fire hazard right there if I ever saw one. Okay, so train to convert, blah blah blah. Equipment that I don't really want to equip right now. Range 3, so they are ranged creatures. Unleash potential. Plus 10% attack, plus 10% defense, plus 10% initiative, plus 10%. Oh my god. Is that an active ability or something? Slow down, plus 50% battle movement. Interesting. So this one, this game requires quad core apparently. Okay, I did not know that, so I guess I'm lucky. Let's see about exploring those ruins. I have to... Oh, I can't... I didn't know that. I thought you could just step down. But apparently access is limited to these ramps. Interesting. Okay, so that's that. 3 more turns until I get another worker. 9 more turns until the memorial, and 1 more turn until I finish the research thingy. Let's see. Intern probably. Research complete. Okay. Next we'll have the mill foundry. I think I should maybe research something that is not dependent on building a structure. Because these are, and do I have anything? Improve search on ruins. Maybe I should do that. Empire output. Yeah. I scoffed at it at first, but maybe I should. First 21 city. That's a build thing. Build. Unit. Mercenary market. Whatever. That's a build thingy. So this. Can I cancel it? Wait. So. Do I have resource invested in it already, or 16, 3 turns? Mill foundry 12%. Let's see. If I cancel it, it is 12% already. Okay, so I think it saves whatever progress it already had. We're gonna do search party, then mill foundry, and then public library. Okay, in the turn. And we're gonna queue Geomic Labs. Can I buy it? 101. Nope, I can't buy it. Maybe next turn though. Founders Memorial, that would be an interesting investment. Okay. Such. Obviously and sadly, the people who lived here ages ago were more educated than yours. In the dust-covered ruins of this technological empire, your scientists begin to find new ideas and inspiration. Perhaps you might even one day surpass those ancients. Enlightenment is near as long as you continue to focus on research. Produce 40 science in one of your cities for 10 turns. Well, that's nice. Oh, new objective. So reward. This is a quest then? What did I get though? I thought I found something. I feel cheated. I guess it's just a quest. So produce 40 science in one of your cities for 10 turns. So I have to produce 40 science in every day? Where's the quest menu? Okay. Uncertain beginnings. Convert to minor factions. 40 science. I wanna like show this. What was the okay? So pin. Oh, I can only pin one. Well, this doesn't feel like World of Warcraft. I should be able to pin 20 of them and then not see any portion of my UI anymore. But okay, so we're gonna stick with Defender of the Week. Not weak, but weak, if you get my meaning. Okay, in the town. One more turn until we get the extra worker. And apparently it will make no difference if I... Wait a minute. Production. Total. So it's a total. So these are base. No, it's production per worker. City tiles. Modifiers. I see. I thought this number up here was the total. Because I can't read. Okay, so 20, not worth it. Production, definitely worth it. Gold? Nah. Influence? Maybe, but I don't know what it does. So yeah, we're switching that for now. Okay. In the turn. Oh, and automatic movement. I forgot about those guys. Undom the Seer II has gained enough experience to reach level 2. To manage this hero in the academy. Okay, let's see. The population of Wareda has grown to 2. Okay, thank you. Inspect the hero. Skill tree. Class, common, and faction. Let's see. With passionate declarations and calls to arms, the hero gets the population of the city working feverishly to obtain resources from the surrounding lands. Effect +1 per city. Level 2, yeah, plus everything per city. But I guess this one is only if you have him as a whatchamacallit, a governor. I assume that's a safe bet. Achilles says influence can be used for diplomatic and empire planning. Oh, planning. Yeah, they kind of didn't cover that much on the tutorial, did they? I'm gonna have to look into it. Familiarity with the history, legends, and myths of the abandoned places of Auriga gives the hero a greater chance of unearthing ancient relics and stumbling upon forgotten quests in those ruins. Improved search on ruins. Again. Okay. Maybe. A grueling training regime and mild opiates. Well, that's drugs, kids. Permit the hero to wear more armor into battle. Huh. So, I don't really feel comfortable taking this skill. But let's see what it leads to. So we have, with a pitiless training regime inflicted on his charges, the hero's army walks onto the battlefields in incredible condition. Life, we have extra accessory slot. We have defense on units. Reinforcement positions on units in garrisons. Immunity to the movement reduction due to winter or unit in garrison. Immunity to the attribute reduction due to winter or unit in garrison. Plus 20% defense on units during winter season. I think it would be nice to make some allowances for winter. I mean, some plans. Siege mentality. What else do we have here? Plus 1 EXP per turn on units. That would be nice too. Recovery speed disabled. Involved in a siege. Fortification on city. Ooh, minus on military upkeep. Soups from leftover bones, old blades sharpened on pocketed stones. The hero's creativity in reducing his army's costs no bounds. Funny. Minus 50% dust on military upkeep. Why is it said twice? That sounds kind of weird. Minus 20% on hero upkeep. That's nice. Okay. So do we want improved search or do we want more defense? I don't think I really need defense right now. So I'm gonna do improved search because whatever. Okay, so where was the influence thingy? We have research, quests, manage your heroes, armies and units. No, it's not there. Diplomatic relations? No. Cities controlled? Nope. Research? Nope. Simulated factions. Okay, here we go. So we have next plan in 15 turns. Ah, I see. So I don't really have any plans that I can make. I need more influence for these plans. And I hardly have any idea what they make. I mean, what they do, the plans themselves. Blah, blah, blah. These are my bonuses. Okay. Assimilated minor factions, none yet. Okay, let's see if I want to buy anything in the city. So 2 more turns or 58 gold, and this one is 178 gold. I think I want to wait for 2 more turns and then think about buying the geomic labs because of the huge resource boost, maybe. Ooh, Burrow Streets, so I can expand. In order for a city to grow in a controlled manner, new fields must be added in a way that permits regulated and sanitary growth. By building streets, gutters, and sewage systems, cities can expand without the attendant problems of disease and congestion. 10 turns, though. 5. Why does it say 5 turns down at the bottom? Weird. Maybe it's an unmodified? Let's see. Select a thingy. I want to expand towards more food, preferably. Show. How about this? Or maybe this, because there's research and more food. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. 17 turns, so that is the unmodified version. Okay. Also, 6 turns and 5 turns, and we're gonna buy this. Cause reasons. Okay, enter. Getting your population happy increases production too. Well, they should play some video games. I don't know. Ah, I think I forgot to move my army. Well, shit. Completed last turn. Search party, mill foundry next. Okay. Founders Memorial completed. Next, Geomic Labs. Thank you. That's a nice pop-up. Okay, so ooh, what do we have here? What's that? Sisters of Mercy. Okay, so let's make contact with them. Hello. Dismiss. Parley. You have encountered a tribe, the Sisters of Mercy, who wish to live in peace. There is only one way to do this on a world like Auriga. Patrol the region with troops to drive out enemy armies. Make sure there is no enemy army in the region called Laris for 5 turns. Okay, Laris. It would be nice if the name of the region like kind of showed a little bit, even though I don't have it all revealed. But I'm not gonna bitch about it too much. Let's see. So Laris, probably this region. I mean, I'm gonna guess. Just gonna guess. Okay. Wonder if there's some way to cancel automatic movement. I guess I just have to pay attention to move my troops myself. Turn. 8 turns for the Geomic Labs. Meh. Enter. How is the research going? Fairly well. Seven turns. Okay, let's see. Search. You have encountered another minor faction, Hernas. These are itinerant tribes that follow herds and crops according to the seasons. Skilled foragers accustomed to living off the land. They are well known for their belligerence and their skill with the bow. Orcs. Ranged. Plus 5% attack per pacified Hernas village on units. That's nice. Ooh, what's this? These guys look awesome, but kind of evil. The Kazanji. Kazanji generate energy not from food, but from fire. They live in cold, dry, relatively barren areas. Their form is defined by a very dense and resistant skeleton, around which energies of fire and dust coalesce. Demon, flying. Plus 5% influence per city, per pacified Kazanji village on cities. Your research at the location was worth the effort. Plus 5 titanium. That's nice. Spoiled ruins, like well, we already searched it, so we have Hernas and we have the Kazanji. Well, I'm on my way there, so yeah, let's talk to the Hernas and then we're gonna talk to the Kazanji. Let's see what's going on in the town. Nothing much. Can we buy the Geomic Labs? Not yet. Okay. End turn for now. So 2 more turns until the next worker. That's the improvements you have built cost your empire upkeep of -10. And I might be able to buy the Geomic Labs next turn if I really want to. Let's talk to the... Wait. I think there was a pathing error, so I'm gonna move here and then parlay. Bribe. Oh! Convert a pacified village, but at a cost of influence. When performed with a hero, this action provides a base value of 6 XP. Bribe. Oh, bribe the minor faction village. It will be pacified immediately, but at a cost. When performed with a hero, this action provides a base value of 4 XP. Interesting. Or I can outright attack them. Okay, let's parlay. Wait a minute. Though the leader wants only the best for her people and is a good leader, she presents herself poorly and is apt to lose her temper. As a result, though the tribe is doing well, their leader secretly admits she could use a bit of a boost from a powerful neighbor. If you shower her people with some agreeable luxuries, she will certainly be willing to view you as an ally. Buy the affection of this tribe and the friendship of their beleaguered leader by showering them with luxuries. How about I just bribe them with gold or attack them? Because fuck this shit. Let's see. But I think if I attack them, I have to rebuild the settlement, which I wouldn't really like. How much was bribe? Is 145 or 146. I might consider bribing them. Let's see. So search the ruins. I'll talk to the demons and then we'll see which one of them is better. Help your neighbors against the menace of the monsters. You've been trapped. Survive if possible, but more importantly, make sure the monsters are killed. This is the quest. Okay, so we have... Whoa. Offensive manual. Okay, we have the rumblers. We have 2 rumblers. Only fought against one rumbler in the tutorial, I think. Military upkeep, life, attack. I think I have good odds here. Okay, let's see. Ready to fight. Okay. So we have 2 rumblers, but there's only one I see right now. 156. So deployment phase. Army health boost. Obviously I want this guy in first because last stand is broken good. Comes back to life if any unit of its army is alive at the end of the battle. And these guys have a range of 3. That means 1, 2, and 3 probably. These guys have a movement of 2, which is unfortunate because I would... well, actually, let's do this. And let's do this weird thing right here. I think that should be enough. And what are these thingies? These posts. I don't have any clue. Great. Excellent. Advance units towards the enemy. Blah blah blah. Reset units to their default deployment. What's initiative 2? Initiative 20? Well, damn. Initiative 26. Excellent. I wanted the ranged units to attack first anyway. Ready to battle. Targeting orders. Okay. Excellent and excellent. So, let's see. So we have attack odds of success 75%. What is this? Yeah. Critical attack, standard attack, standard defense, critical defense. Weird. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. Launch. Throw those candles. Excellent. Most damaging. Not really. Well, actually, yeah. 0. What the fuck is that shit? Oh boy. Okay, so we have 1 Rumbler. If I have to fight 2 of these, I'm in deep shit. Otherwise, I think I'm doing okay. Launch. Okay, let's see what happens. -9. -27, that's great. Oh! I just thought of something. Elevation might be an issue, so I might want to move that 1 candle thrower on the higher ground. Okay. So what was it, like shift? And then... No. What was the Q? Control. Okay, I think that might work. So, yeah, attack and attack. Let's see if this works. And let's see if I was right about the elevation. No, it doesn't look like it. 0, 0, what the fuck is this? Ah, well, at least my hero is doing work. Okay, so they seem to have the same attack breakdown, so let's keep doing what we're doing. 4 out of 6. I think we should win on phase 6. Come on, hero. Nice. If not, well, I don't know what will happen. I think the... Well, actually, we'll have to see if the health carries over, or if we're gonna have to start this guy again. Okay. Good attack. Good attack. And... critical! Nice. So why do I stream? Asks Archilles. Well, I do YouTube. I mean, that's a weird way of putting it. I record Warframe guides on YouTube. I record Heroes of Might and Magic 3 for YouTube. And why do I stream? Because having a streaming schedule helps me better commit to recording stuff for YouTube, honestly. And why? I guess the question then becomes, why do I do stuff for YouTube? I started with Warframe because I wanted to do some guides about some mechanics and stuff. And let's just see what this how this quest resolves first before I go on. Help your neighbors, blah blah blah. Okay. Congratulations, all the villages are now pacified in the region called Wareda. The Gordon tribe is glad to become an ally. Excellent. So I started making Warframe guides, and that went okay. And then I thought about what else I could do for the channel, because I kind of was losing interest in Warframe for a while. And I went to do some Heroes of Might and Magic 3 because a friend of mine said she was interested in maybe watching that on my channel. And now I'm playing Endless Legend because I want to play Endless Legend and I can stream it, so I'm streaming it. Basically. Okay, what do I want to do with this army? Ooh, what's this? Kazanji. So we have 2 Kazanji villages. Okay, so we're gonna talk to this guy and see what happens. We have 1 pacified Gauran village and 2 more turns until next population. How is research going? Whoops, wrong button. 1 more turn. Okay, that's acceptable. And I have 1 more worker because of the pacified village. That's nice. Mill foundry. Let's see who we can reassign here. So 1 more worker. 2 more worker. 3. Okay, so 1 needs to stay in there. But what does it affect? Oh, 2 turns on that. Or 3 turns. It costs 89, so we're gonna wait on that. Okay. Let's talk to these demon people. Ah, another people who wants gifts. The canny leader of this people is trying to develop a better commercial base for the village by getting a robust public market up and running. Well, at least that makes sense. Unfortunately, the goods available are simple and often uninteresting. If you could provide something a bit more compelling to fill the stalls, it would improve the market, public morale, and tax income. Well, at least this guy doesn't need a bribe. He wants to start a market. I mean, that's entirely more productive than giving baubles to the peasants or something like that. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a little break. Ooh, what's this? Bribe conversion. I think I need to research that. You cannot convert this village as it is not pacified. Ooh, I have 12 influence. I need 20 influence to pacify. I mean to go convert. I could convert this Gauran village probably in a few turns. I wonder. It might be interesting. That might be an interesting idea. Okay. In the meantime, these guys wanted what? So we have 10 dye and 10 quicksilver, or 10 emeralds. Okay. I don't know where to get either of those. Let's see, we have emeralds. Oh. Well now. Interesting. What do I have to research for that? Open pit mines? Emerald extractor. Fabulous. 5 turns. Okay, so we're gonna do one of those. And then we're gonna do the library. Because who wants to read anyway, right? I do, but okay. So like I was saying, taking a small break and cutting this for YouTube. Just a second.